So what exactly are Bugatti clients? Where do we go to find them? How can we make sure that they only buy our most premium, highest level coaching programs? And how can we do it at scale? Let's get into today's video. So first things first, what is a Bugatti client? Well, they are your premium level clients. They're the people that default to buying your most expensive thing, want to get the closest to you possible. And they're also the clients that actually do the work. So they don't come in as freebie seekers. They don't come in looking to buy your lowest ticket stuff and get as much as they can for the smallest financial investment possible. But they are in a position with the problem that they have that you solve. They're in a position of desperation to a point where they want and need your most expensive thing and they are willing to pay for it. Well, that sounds pretty good, right? And the question is, well, how do we find those people and do it on a regular basis? Well, we're going to get to that. But before we do, and before I break this stuff down, let's talk a little bit more about why you would want these types of clients. Firstly, if you focus your business on attracting only Bugatti clients, you have minimal administrative tasks in the business now. Because when a client comes to you and buys your most expensive package, you could have just a handful of clients and make some pretty insane revenue for the business, as opposed to having hundreds, if not thousands, of low ticket buyers. So I recommend to my clients all the time, particularly in the beginning, forget about the cheap stuff. Don't write the book straight away. Don't have a Udemy course. Don't sell something by the hour. Save that stuff perhaps for later down the line. When you're starting out and you need to get your coaching, training, expert business to that $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 per month, you can get to it the easiest path of least resistance with Bugatti clients. It takes just a handful of them to make some great money in the business, and because there's not very many of them, it's actually easy on your time to deliver for those clients. Another reason is they're great clients. I've typically found, and so have my clients, that the people that pay you the smallest amount are the type of people that want as much as they possibly can, and they're a bit of a, dare I say, pain in the butt when you are trying to help them and deliver on the thing that they paid for. And as soon as someone gets into a position where they are willing and able to invest in your premium highest ticket thing, they seem to be nicer people, easier to work with. They actually do the work. If someone buys a low ticket thing, there's a very high chance they're not actually going to use it. Whereas if they invest in your premium level program, there's a very good chance they are going to use it because they have felt what I call the pinch of the investment. As soon as someone invests high ticket, they get that knot in their stomach as they're making that investment. It's a big deal to them. And so they don't want to waste that investment. They actually get it done. And therefore they implement. If they implement and your program's actually good, they'll get the result. And that leads me to the third reason why we want Bugatti clients. It's because we have a higher success rate. If we get good clients that actually go through the training and get the result, then we have more momentum in the business. Referrals are going to come back to us. People are going to talk well of you. You're going to get good reviews, and those success stories are going to go back into your marketing to help you find more of that dream type of client, a Bugatti client. Now you might say, well, John, that sounds well and good, but I've been trying to find those types of clients and I can't. I don't know where they are in my marketplace. I don't know how to speak to them. So it's wonderful you sharing all this stuff, but where are they and how do I get them? To understand that, you need to understand this. This is something I've been teaching my clients for a long time. And if you get it, you've got it. We've got time over desperation. When you are going out into your marketplace and you are trying to find clients for your program, you are going to have people in your industry that could potentially be a customer or a client for you, and they're going to be at different stages of how long they've had this problem, and different stages of desperation. How desperate are they for this solution? So over here, we've got how long they've had the problem, right? Maybe it's 1 week. They've just realized that they've got a bit of a problem, and they go on to Google and YouTube and start to investigate that problem and type in key phrases to try to understand it. And then maybe they will binge watch a few YouTube videos and then they're done. They don't further research the issue. Then you've got 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and it just continues from there. The longer someone has a problem and persists to find a solution, naturally, the more desperate they're becoming for a solution. Think about it. If someone's got a problem and they figure that out over the course of a month or two, they go and watch some YouTube videos and maybe do a couple of Google searches, but then just think, you know what, it's not important enough to me. It's not a big enough issue. And they never go any further than that. It's not a year later, they're still thinking about this issue and it's a real problem for them. They just kind of drop off, right? So they don't continue searching and investing in stuff to try to help them. The people that do, simultaneous to that, their desperation is increasing too. If someone has been struggling with a medical issue, or a problem with their body, or a problem with their relationship, or something is going on in their life that's a very painful experience and it's been continuing, naturally, their desperation for that solution is increasing. Imagine, let's say you're a relationship coach, right? Someone starts having problem in their marriage or in their, with their spouse. A month or two of disagreeing, okay, it's a bit painful, it's a bit frustrating, but they're probably not that desperate yet for a solution. Maybe a year goes by, they start investing in hourly therapy sessions or something like that, or they start reading some books. They're really trying to figure this out, so spending a bit more time, getting a little bit more desperate. Now imagine we're at 5 years and this couple is on the brink of divorce. They are so desperate to make this work, but they are clashing on everything. It's been 5 years, now they're really far over this side too. They're super desperate, this thing's about to break up, right? So what typically happens is you have this line up the middle here, and there's a point around about here where people have spent enough time with the problem and therefore desperate enough that they start to invest. All of this is the free zone. Just binge watching YouTube videos, Google videos. Then you've got this little period here where although they've started investing, they're not investing very heavily. They're buying books, they're buying low ticket courses, things of that nature. Hourly therapy sessions, training sessions. If we relate this to fitness, maybe they've now gone to the gym and signed up for the gym and they're investing in a personal trainer, yeah? It's all low-level commitment, low-level financial commitment. And then you've got the people here. They're investing the big bucks. They've gotten to a point where they're so ruddy desperate. They've been in this for so long now. They've invested, they've gone past this phase. And then here's the kicker, here's the cool bit. They realize that this doesn't work. So they've gotten to a point where they've tried the books, didn't work. They've tried the low-ticket stuff, didn't work. They've tried the one-on-one coaching, didn't work in terms of hourly, personal trainers, that kind of thing. And they're going, I need more now. I realize that there's got to be something else here. The solution has got to be out there. I'm not giving up on this. Solution's got to be out there. So then they come across you and you have your premium solution. It's very expensive, but it sounds very, very good. If you can position it to them in the right way at the right time, you will have people signing up for your high ticket coaching. So now I'm going to teach you an amazing lesson in the space of about 60 to 120 seconds. How do we find these people? How do we exclude all of these people from our marketing? And how do we only find these Bugatti clients? People willing to pay high ticket. It's so simple. In your marketing, in your messaging, in your videos, in your copywriting, we only speak to people and describe their situation that fall into this category. I'll give you an example. If I'm selling my coaching and the vehicle to sell that coaching is a webinar, so I'm inviting people to come and check out that webinar, and I'm going to be speaking to someone. Let's use the example I've just given, right, of the couple that are having some real issues in their marriage. I'm not going to be saying, hey, feel free to come along to my relationship webinar where I'm going to teach you how to fix communication in your relationship and have a happy, healthy marriage. Come along, join us, you're going to absolutely love it and you'll learn some great stuff. What have I done there? I've softened the message. So I'm probably going to have attracted some of these people. I might even have attracted some of these people. A simple switch. My invitation is going to be directed at these people only. I'm going to say, hey, listen, I've got a webinar coming up where I'm going to share with you how you can save your marriage. If you have been struggling with communication, arguing, disagreement over almost every area in your marriage, this has been going on for so long now that you're so far from seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You don't even remember how this whole thing started. It's been breaking down over time, and you've gotten to a point right now where perhaps you and your partner are even talking about divorce. Listen, you can save this thing. I've worked with so many clients that have been struggling for years and years and years, and I have a solution that I think will help you, but we've got to act now. We've got to place this stuff into your marriage ASAP before it completely breaks down. Come and join me on my free webinar where I'm going to break this stuff down for you and share it with you in detail. You see, just that subtle change in the language, the positioning of the invitation to the webinar, I'm not really talking to these people. I could even go as far to say, and respectfully, if you've just gotten to a point where perhaps you're starting to bicker with your spouse, but it's only really been a couple of months and it doesn't feel like a huge deal, this webinar is not for you. This is for those of you who are struggling to the point of near divorce. My systems work best for you. I'd love to invite you to the webinar. So that is what Bugatti clients are. Those are the clients that we want. I've shared with you the reasons why, and that is how we find them. We literally ask for them in our advertising. I mentioned earlier a webinar funnel to find these people. I actually find that webinars are the best vehicle for you to position your value, who you are, what you're about, to find the Bugatti clients. If you'd like to learn more about my webinar system that I've used to make literally millions of dollars online, there's a video popping up over here. Go ahead and click on that, check it out. I'll break down that whole marketing system so that you can find and attract and close your own Bugatti clients. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in a future video.